My dear friends, have you ever paused to consider that the gifts we receive, often with the warmest intentions, might unknowingly cast shadows of misfortune upon our lives? It may sound unbelievable, yet in the ancient wisdom of Buddhist teachings, it is said that certain presents can become conduits for negative energies, disrupting the very harmony and prosperity we seek. Today, we will embark on a journey to unveil 8 such gifts, seemingly harmless tokens that, according to ancient beliefs, can inadvertently invite ill fortune into your world. Prepare to be astonished, for the final item on this list is deemed the most perilous, and it's highly likely you've already welcomed it into your life without realizing the potential repercussions. Stay with me until the end, because what I am about to reveal could change the way you perceive gifts forever. And before we delve deeper, if you are just joining our community, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more enlightening wisdom, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps spread this vital knowledge. Let's begin with number 8 on our list, sharp objects such as knives and scissors. Often presented as practical and thoughtful, blades and cutting instruments carry a symbolic weight that can have unintended consequences. Across numerous cultures and spiritual practices, including within Buddhism, sharp objects are believed to represent division and disharmony. When you accept such a present, it is thought to sever the very threads of connection between you and the giver. This energetic disruption can manifest in various ways, from minor disagreements to significant rifts in your relationship. While the giver's intention may be purely benevolent, the act of offering something so inherently sharp can unintentionally introduce friction, potentially damaging the harmonious bond you once shared. From a Buddhist perspective, our relationships are integral parts of the interconnected web of existence. Each connection embodies an energetic exchange, and sharp objects are seen to interrupt this delicate flow. They embody a cutting force, not only physically but also energetically, the ripples of which can extend into your life. Even if you don't subscribe to spiritual symbolism, you might have observed instances where conflicts arise shortly after receiving such a gift. While seemingly coincidental, these energetic imbalances are subtle yet potent, often escaping our conscious awareness. Many traditions propose a way to neutralize the potential negativity of sharp gifts, by offering the giver a small coin in return. This simple exchange transforms the act into a symbolic purchase, thereby sidestepping the unwelcome implications of a mere gift. But the significance of sharp objects extends beyond relationship troubles. They can also metaphorically cut into other vital areas of your life, such as your financial stability or spiritual well-being. The sharp energy, as embodied by these gifts, can create an invisible barrier in your life, making it challenging to maintain equilibrium and stability. For example, you might encounter unexpected financial drains, workplace conflicts, or even a pervasive sense of unease within your home. It's not that the object itself is inherently malevolent, but the energy it represents can be disruptive if left unaddressed. This is why cultivating mindfulness about the items we introduce into our lives and their potential impact on our mental and spiritual harmony is paramount. So, if sharp objects can symbolize discord, what about gifts that represent emptiness? Now, moving on to number 7, empty wallets or purses. You'll discover why even the kindest gesture can unknowingly usher in the energy of lack into your life, potentially hindering your prosperity and success. 7. Empty wallets or purses. A wallet or purse is frequently considered a thoughtful gift, symbolizing wishes for good fortune and financial prosperity. However, when presented empty, its meaning undergoes a complete transformation. In numerous traditions, including those influenced by Buddhist principles, an empty wallet or purse signifies lack, scarcity, and financial hardship. This symbolism is rooted in the principle that energy flows in the direction of our intention. By giving or receiving an empty wallet, the intention of abundance is absent, leaving a void that can manifest as stagnation or challenges in the recipient's financial realm. The act of gifting an empty wallet may appear innocuous, but it subtly programs the subconscious mind to associate finances with emptiness. A wallet is more than just an accessory, it is a vessel intended to hold wealth. When presented empty, it sets a tone of future scarcity. This belief is precisely why many individuals thoughtfully place a small token, such as a coin or a banknote, inside a wallet before gifting it. This practice ensures the energy of prosperity is present from the outset, allowing the recipient to associate the gift with abundance rather than lack. Such seemingly simple yet meaningful gestures are deeply connected to the broader spiritual principle of establishing balance and harmony in all aspects of life. The potential negative effects of receiving an empty wallet might not be immediately apparent, but they can gradually unfold over time. You might find yourself facing unexpected difficulties in attracting new opportunities or experiencing a persistent sense of blockage in your financial progress. While it's easy to dismiss these occurrences as mere coincidences, spiritual teachings emphasize that the objects surrounding us, and their inherent symbolism, can exert profound influences on our lives. An empty wallet, though seemingly insignificant, can carry the energy of limitation, which subsequently impacts your mindset and your financial decisions. To counteract this, it's crucial either to politely decline such gifts or to immediately fill them with money upon receipt, thereby resetting their energetic intention. As we have observed, even well-intentioned gifts can harbor unintended energies that disrupt the flow of abundance. But what transpires when a gift carries the energetic imprint of another person, their history, or their struggles? In the next segment, we will explore number 6, used clothing, and investigate how accepting such items might burden you with the unseen weight of their past. 6. Used clothing. While offering clothing as a gift can be a considerate gesture, receiving used or second-hand garments is approached with caution in many cultures, particularly within Buddhist teachings. Clothing is not merely a practical necessity, it is also an extension of one's identity and personal energy. When you receive pre-owned clothing, it is believed to carry the energetic imprint, emotions, and experiences of its previous owner. Whether it's a hand-me-down from a family member or an item discovered in a thrift store, the energy embedded within the fabric can unconsciously transfer to the new wearer, potentially affecting their personal energy and spiritual equilibrium. This is especially pertinent if the previous owner endured emotional distress or financial hardships, as these energies could linger within the clothing, creating an invisible burden for the new wearer. From a Buddhist perspective, maintaining clarity and purity in both body and mind is of paramount importance. Used clothing, being a reflection of someone else's past, could potentially interfere with this purity by carrying unresolved emotions or negative energy. Even if the previous owner has long since moved beyond their struggles, the item itself may still retain traces of these energies. This is why numerous spiritual traditions caution against accepting used clothing, as it can potentially disrupt one's personal energy field. Furthermore, clothing transcends its functional purpose, it holds symbolic value, representing your relationship with yourself and the world around you. Wearing another person's clothing can, therefore, blur the boundaries between your personal identity and the energy of the previous owner, potentially creating a sense of imbalance or confusion. Another significant aspect to consider is the emotional connection associated with used clothing. If the garment was once worn by someone who has passed away, experienced a personal tragedy, or endured a period of adversity, this energy can remain attached to the fabric. Accepting such clothing could inadvertently invite similar experiences or emotions into your own life, whether consciously or unconsciously. The subconscious mind is exceptionally receptive to energy and symbolism, and something as seemingly simple as a sweater or a pair of shoes can unknowingly draw these energies into your personal space. In Buddhist teachings, it is considered essential to be mindful of what we allow into our environment, as everything surrounding us exerts an influence on our mental and emotional well-being. However, it's crucial to note that not all used clothing is inherently negative, and it's important to assess the context. Sometimes, second-hand clothing can carry positive energy if it was given with genuine love or if it has been cleansed or blessed. But the general principle remains: exercise caution with used items, especially those originating from someone you don't know well, or when you experience an inexplicable sense of unease regarding the item. By thoughtfully declining such gifts, you safeguard yourself from inadvertently carrying the emotional and spiritual baggage of others. This concept extends to other items imbued with personal histories as well. So, what about gifts that carry an even deeper spiritual weight, bearing the imprint of someone's intentions or past actions? Let's proceed to number 5, religious or spiritual artifacts, and understand why accepting them might affect your own spiritual path. 5. Religious or spiritual artifacts. Receiving religious or spiritual artifacts as gifts can initially seem like a meaningful and thoughtful gesture, particularly if the giver is well-intentioned and shares your spiritual inclinations. However, such items can carry a profound amount of spiritual energy and symbolism, which may not always resonate harmoniously with your personal beliefs or your current spiritual state. Many religions, including Buddhism, emphasize the sacredness of certain objects, and these artifacts are regarded as holding potent, concentrated energy. When you accept a religious or spiritual item without fully comprehending or respecting its intended purpose, you risk inviting confusion, imbalance, or unwelcome energies into your life. From a Buddhist perspective, sacred objects serve as tools to guide spiritual development, encompassing items such as statues of deities, prayer beads, or specific symbols. They hold profound meanings and are typically employed with deep reverence, intention, and understanding. When someone gifts you such an artifact, the item inherently carries their own spiritual energy, intentions, and belief system. If these elements do not align with your own, it can potentially generate internal conflict or disrupt your personal spiritual journey. For instance, if you receive a Buddhist statue from someone who practices a different faith tradition, the energy it carries might clash with your own, causing confusion and potentially hindering your connection to your own spiritual path. Furthermore, certain spiritual artifacts can be deeply personal and imbued with individual significance. A set of prayer beads, for example, holds the personal prayers, intentions, and spiritual growth of its previous owner. Accepting such an item without the necessary understanding of its inherent power and sacredness can potentially lead to spiritual imbalance. It is crucial to approach these gifts with the utmost respect and reverence, as they are more than mere objects, they are vessels of energy. In certain instances, receiving these items without the appropriate connection or understanding can inadvertently cultivate a sense of spiritual confusion or unease. This is why it is often advised to politely decline such gifts, or to ensure that you are fully aligned with the energy and intentions they embody. The core message is that accepting religious or spiritual artifacts transcends the mere act of receiving a gift. It entails respecting the energy and traditions they represent. If you harbor any uncertainty regarding the item or its significance, it is crucial to take time to carefully evaluate whether it harmonizes with your current spiritual path and whether it might introduce any unwelcome energy into your life. Gifts of this nature can exert a lasting influence on your spiritual journey, either enhancing your practice or potentially causing disturbances. So, if religious artifacts might disrupt your spiritual path, could other seemingly mundane or personal gifts carry a similar spiritual weight? Let's move on to number 4, old mirrors, and explore why these reflective items can carry a heavy spiritual burden. 4. Old mirrors. Mirrors have long been considered potent instruments in diverse spiritual and cultural practices, frequently symbolizing reflection, truth, and self-awareness. However, receiving an old or second-hand mirror as a gift is approached with caution in numerous spiritual traditions, including Buddhism. Mirrors possess the capacity to reflect not only our physical image, but also our energy, thoughts, and emotions. When you accept an old mirror, it is believed to carry the accumulated energy of those who have gazed into it previously. The reflections of their experiences, thoughts, and even emotional states could be inadvertently transmitted to you. These unseen energies can attach themselves to the mirror, transforming it into more than just a reflective surface. Its energetic imprint can subtly shape your own perception, potentially influencing your mood and overall well-being. Buddhism teaches that everything in our surroundings is interconnected, and this principle extends to the items we keep within our environment. Mirrors, in particular, are regarded as powerful tools with the potential to affect not only our self-image, but also our spiritual trajectory. While a mirror in the home is often utilized to reflect light, promote mental clarity, and foster balance, an old mirror, one with a history, can introduce energy that may not align with your current state of mind or spiritual growth. Just as mirrors can reflect the external world, they can also reflect the internal landscape, potentially magnifying your thoughts and emotions. An old mirror may unknowingly amplify negativity or unresolved issues from the past, making it more challenging to maintain clarity and inner peace. The influence of an old mirror is often subtle yet profound. In certain cases, it can reflect past traumas or the emotional baggage of those who previously owned it. If the mirror once resided in a space where arguments, sadness, or confusion prevailed, it could be carrying residual energy from those emotions. Accepting such an item as a gift implies unknowingly inviting that energy into your personal space. It can potentially disrupt your sense of balance and clarity, hindering your ability to perceive your true self with clarity. That is why it is often advised to avoid second-hand mirrors, or, if you must accept one, to spiritually cleanse it before bringing it into your home. Cleansing rituals, such as utilizing sage smoke or salt water, can assist in resetting the mirror's energy, dispelling any lingering negativity, and enabling you to utilize it for your own reflection and personal growth. Furthermore, mirrors are regarded as sacred objects in many traditions because they offer a glimpse into the true nature of reality. In Buddhism, the mirror symbolizes wisdom and the capacity to see beyond illusions. When an old mirror is gifted, it may be associated with certain illusions or misunderstandings that no longer serve your spiritual journey. This is why receiving an old mirror can be perceived as potentially detrimental to your personal and spiritual progression. The energy embedded within the mirror could cloud your perception, making it more difficult to maintain the clarity and focused intention required to move forward. As we transition from mirrors that reflect the past, let's explore number 3, clocks and watches, and how these timekeeping devices can influence your perception of time and your life's energy. 3. Clocks and watches. Clocks and watches are deeply symbolic of time and the manner in which it governs our lives. They serve as constant reminders of the passage of time, the limitations we face, and the opportunities we must seize. However, when gifted to someone, these timekeeping devices can carry a weightier significance than simply their function of measuring time. In numerous cultures, including Buddhist teachings, clocks and watches are viewed with a degree of caution. This is because time is considered a finite resource, and the energy of time, when bestowed as a gift, can subtly influence your life's trajectory. It can potentially carry the weight of urgency, stress, or even the fear of running out of time. If someone gifts you a clock or watch, particularly an older one, the gift may transcend the mere measurement of time. It could represent an attachment to past moments, regrets, or an unconscious pressure to rush through life. The energy of a clock or watch is intimately linked to your personal relationship with time. Buddhism emphasizes the significance of being fully present in each moment and cultivating mindfulness. However, receiving a clock or watch can inadvertently remind you of deadlines, schedules, and the feeling of constantly needing to catch up. This can potentially interfere with your ability to remain grounded in the present moment, fostering an underlying sense of anxiety. Old clocks, in particular, can carry the energetic imprint of a previous owner's relationship with time, whether it was characterized by stress, haste, or a lack of contentment. These energies can become embedded within the item, subtly influencing your perception of time and potentially leading to feelings of urgency, impatience, or a sense of being overwhelmed. Moreover, gifting someone a clock can subtly signify a desire to influence their future. Clocks serve as reminders that time waits for no one, and in this sense, gifting one can carry the unspoken message of running out of time or not having enough of it. This can unknowingly cause the recipient to become fixated on time, whether it's a constant awareness of how little time they have or the pressure to achieve specific goals within a predetermined time frame. From a spiritual perspective, this disruption of the natural flow of time can be a distraction from the present moment, where true peace and clarity reside. Accepting such a gift may subtly pull you away from mindfulness, making it more challenging to appreciate the beauty of the present and instead focusing on what has already passed or what is yet to come. If you've ever received a clock or watch and experienced a sense of unease or pressure, it may be due to the spiritual energy it carries. It is important to recognize that time itself is considered an illusion in many spiritual teachings, including Buddhism, and that the gift of time-related objects can potentially cloud your perception of life's true purpose. To counteract this, it is essential to maintain a mindful approach to the clock or watch and prevent it from becoming a symbol of limitation or stress. But what happens when the gift itself is something more mundane, like number 2, broken items? How can accepting something already in disrepair affect your personal energy and well-being? Let's proceed to explore this next. 2. Broken items. One of the most commonly advised items to avoid accepting as a gift is something that is broken or damaged. In Buddhism and numerous other spiritual traditions, broken objects are considered to carry negative energy, often symbolizing brokenness or unresolved issues. Whether it's a cracked vase, a broken lamp, or even a chipped plate, these items are believed to represent a disruption in the harmonious flow of energy. Accepting broken items as gifts can unknowingly invite negative energies into your life. When an item is broken, it is perceived as incomplete, which might subtly transmit this feeling of incompleteness into your own life, leaving you with a sense of dissatisfaction or a lack of wholeness. Broken items are symbolic of something that is no longer functioning as originally intended, whether it's a physical object or an aspect of one's life. Similarly, accepting such an item might indicate that something in your own life is out of alignment or in need of repair. From a spiritual perspective, the act of accepting broken things can unconsciously send a message to the universe that you are accepting imperfection, dysfunction, and negativity. Over time, this pattern can manifest in your own life, where you may experience breakdowns or setbacks, as if you're unable to progress smoothly, much like the broken item that can no longer fulfill its intended purpose. Another reason why accepting broken items can be detrimental is that it can foster a mindset of scarcity and lack. When we accept broken things, we may subconsciously attract more brokenness into our lives. The underlying principle is that accepting damaged or incomplete gifts can reflect our own internal acceptance of imperfection or limitation. From a law of attraction perspective, broken items can mirror a state of attracting more negativity and challenges. It is vital to cultivate an environment where everything serves a purpose and holds positive energy, rather than surrounding ourselves with items that constantly remind us of what is not whole or functioning properly. So, if broken items are not a good choice, what about the most common item we hold dear, but perhaps unknowingly shouldn't receive as a gift? Now I'm going to tell you the most important thing. Let's look at number 1, cash or money, and explore why accepting it as a gift might carry certain risks. 1. Cash or money. Cash or money is among the most frequently given gifts, particularly during festive occasions or celebrations. While it may appear to be a practical and generous gesture, receiving money as a gift carries with it a significant spiritual dimension. In Buddhist teachings, money is viewed not merely as a physical medium of exchange, but also as a symbol of the energetic forces you attract into your life. Accepting money from others can, in certain circumstances, create an imbalance in the energetic exchange between the giver and the receiver. When you receive money as a gift, especially from someone who may be experiencing financial difficulties or harboring negative intentions, it can carry their energetic imprint along with it, potentially leading to an unintentional exchange of their challenges and financial blockages. Buddhism emphasizes that true wealth extends beyond mere material possessions. It encompasses cultivating an abundant mindset and a balanced approach to life. When money is given as a gift, it can inadvertently disrupt this delicate balance. The giver may be carrying their own fears, stresses, or anxieties related to money, which can be energetically transferred into the cash you receive. This energetic transfer can manifest as subtle feelings of insecurity or lack in your own life. If the giver possesses an unhealthy relationship with money, whether it's an obsession with wealth or persistent stress over financial struggles, those energies can subtly enter your life and disrupt your inner peace. This is why many spiritual practices advise caution against accepting money as a gift, as it can potentially carry the vibrational frequencies of the giver's financial state, whether positive or negative. From a spiritual perspective, money is a reflection of your own values, intentions, and personal energy. Accepting money without being mindful of the energy attached to it can potentially create unwanted attachments or dependencies. Money, when given with pure intentions, can be a wonderful gift that supports prosperity and well-being, but when it is given out of obligation, guilt, or expectation, it can have an energetically draining effect. For this reason, it is important to approach gifts of money with discernment. If the intentions behind the gift are unclear or do not align with your own values, it is often wiser to respectfully decline such gifts to maintain your own energetic harmony. So, what then is the most beneficial way to both receive and give gifts that carry positive energy and attract abundance? Perhaps it is time to reevaluate our approach to all types of gifts, from material items to emotional exchanges. To safeguard your energy and maintain inner equilibrium, it is essential to be mindful of the gifts you choose to accept. Broken, old, or money-related items can potentially carry unwanted energies that disrupt your spiritual well-being. Opt for gifts that resonate with your values and introduce positivity into your life. If this video has offered you valuable insights, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more wisdom, and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay mindful, my friends, and always strive to attract only the most uplifting and harmonious energy into your life.